Hi, it's Marcy here, and today we are going to be working on the splits, front splits. You might need the blocks or the pillows or maybe nothing. And we are going to start on your fours. Step your right foot forward, sinking the hips forward, hands on your hips so you know your hips are squared. Torso forward, knee forward, toes forward. And then press maybe your knee away or take any version of your favorite crescent, moon or low lunge. Keep pressing down through the left hip, tucking the tailbone under, feeling the stretch. Optional, you can twist sideways, so you're twisting to the right, which gives you even deeper stretch in your left hip. The most important thing is to breathe deeply and just linger on that border of mild discomfort. You don't want to go over the pain and you don't want to make it too easy either. Listening to your body at all times as you work with it, as you're lengthening the muscles. And then hands under your shoulders and move your knee away sideways. You're on the outside edge of your right foot. Maybe you can optionally grab your back foot for twisted lizard. Again, the whole purpose is to bring more stretch into your hip flexor, into your left quad, and open your right hip. Preparing nicely for the splits. Enjoy the stretch and don't forget to breathe deeply. Staying few breaths in each version. Then back to the center. And then maybe see if you can grab with your left hand your left foot and bring it closer to your glute, depending on your flexibility. The more you stretch the quad, the easier it will also be for your split and you sinking down again through the top of the hip. It is quite intense stretch, so do not worry at all if you can't bring the heel to the glute, as long as you can feel the stretch. And then extending your front leg into your half split. Keep pressing the toes down or up to the ceiling and keep sinking the torso down onto your right thigh. Keep breathing deeply. So this is another section of our split. We need to stretch the hamstrings. So lengthening your right hamstring and breathing deeply, sinking down. If you know you have got tight hamstrings, do lots of forward folds and everything to lengthen them, because you need them for your split. You need to have flexible hamstrings. You need to stretch all the parts of your legs for the splits. And then when you're ready and you feel maybe you sufficiently warmed up for your split, you can start to ease down. You can keep your back knee down. An option, really good option, is to lift your back knee up when you tuck your toes under. This will square your hips. You will have an awareness of the muscles which needs to be working and strong, and also you will keep a good alignment for your split. Common mistake is that the back foot goes inwards, that it turns in. If you need to, support yourself with any props you've got around, maybe pillow, maybe blocks, so you can stay for a bit longer. If you've got strong arms, you can keep yourself in the version of your split for a few breaths that way. But try to keep the legs active. The muscles are nicely working. Another option is to twist sideways, so you twisting to the right when you've got the right leg forward. Again, it really stretches your hip flexor a lot. This is an option if you feel you need extra stretch there. Breathing deeply, sinking into your stretch wherever you are. Another option for those of you who are a bit lower down or maybe supported just with a bit of blocks, you can fold over. This is very intense stretch for your hamstrings, so proceed carefully and stay in the version which is not causing you to breathe fast. You want to breathe deeply and be, in a sense, relaxed in your mind. And then another option is to lay down next to your front leg on the ground, which is even deeper version. It still works if you've got the blocks under the hips, but these are all options. You don't have to do these. Stay in any version you've got there, you achieved, and just hold it for as long as you can, or whilst I'm doing the other versions. And then lifting back up, and then how to get out of it. So lifting, staying on your back knee, use the blocks if you had them, and then shuffle back into your half split. Another option, if you are completely on the ground, you can actually swing the leg back and you finish in either Sphinx pose or on your knees. Give your hips a little bit of wiggle, and then we step your left foot forward, hands on your hips, and repeat the same on the other side. So we go through all the same drill. Pushing the right hip forward now, squaring the hips, pushing the knee away, or doing any version of your crescent moon position you like. Breathing deeply, as deep as you can, nice long deep breaths in and out. Keep sinking down, enjoying the stretch. An option to twist, so you're twisting now to the left if you've got left knee forward. And again, enjoy that stretch in your right front hip. You're preparing it for the split by stretching it deeply. All the time, think long deep inhales and exhales. And then step your left foot further sideways, move the knee away, optionally grab your back foot for the lizard to bring your right hip and right quad into even deeper stretch. And again, breathing deeply, feeling into your muscles, lengthening them. Anytime you feel it's too much, you can just gently lift up and sink back into it. You don't have to suffer through, or you shouldn't. And then see if you can grab your right foot and bring it towards your right glute. Stretching even more your left hip in front of your right hip and your right quad. Breathing deeply, enjoying the stretch. Shifting into your half split position. And again, think of letting the torso melt down onto your thigh. Make sure your hips are squared. Sometimes our left hip wants to go more forward and we slightly twist the pelvis, especially if we've got tightness in certain part of the hamstring or hip. Pointing and flexing, or anything which helps you to lengthen your hamstring. Sinking down, think of lengthening the torso on the top of your leg. And then maybe you can grab the blocks to support yourself and stay a bit more comfortably in your deep fold. So you're really stretching the front hamstrings so much. you're resting. You don't want to go over the pain. You want to settle somewhere where you can hold it, where you can feel the lengthening, and where you can breathe. And then get maybe the blocks ready to slide yourself into the version of your split. The easier is to have the back knee on the ground and keep strengthening the front leg. You can support yourself with a block. And again, keep your back toes under, so you know you have got nicely squared hips and aligned. Check for yourself as well, forwards and back. You don't want to stay in wonky splits. And then staying here and breathing. Don't forget you have got an option again, twist. I'm not showing on this side, I forgot. So you can twist to the left this time if you like to, or just hold upright. Either using the blocks or hands on the ground, or maybe just using the strength of your arms whilst you're hovering in the version of your split. And see if you can maybe take it forward for a deeper stretch in your hamstring, whether you use the block or not. If this doesn't work for you, it's totally fine to leave this out. Just stay in your option all this time. Just stay in there and keep breathing. Ease out a little bit if you feel it's too much, but just stay longer, stay there, breathing, working on those muscles. Another option, if you are a bit more stretchier, you can try to lay down next to your leg. And for the splits, try to always keep the legs engaged. So what helps you with the front leg is to either point or flex your toes. And staying and breathing in either version. You don't have to be completely on the ground. And then how to get out of it. Again, grab the blocks and then lift up slightly, staying on your back knee. And as you can see, it usually rolls the mat unless you've got socks and you practice on the wood floor. So getting yourself up into half split or another version. I will show you a few options. If you are a bit closer down to the ground, you can roll yourself into Sphinx pose by extending the leg sideways. Or another version, you can actually go forward into the fold by bringing the back leg forward. But this will not work for you if you are really far away from the ground. And then maybe you can stay in the fold for a bit if you want to. I like to stay in a bit of stretch sometimes. I'm showing you again how to get back from the fold into the split. This is another practice for those of you who are a bit more advanced and you find it easier to get in and out. Usually it feels quite awkward to go in and out of your split, especially if it doesn't slide easily. Wiggling your hips side to side, and we are nearly finished, so well done, amazing. Hope you feel nicely stretched. Don't forget to practice daily if you really are serious about achieving your splits. And then just give yourself a few breaths and sense of appreciation and gratitude for your practice. Giving yourself time and space to zoom in, and then getting back up into your cross-legged position. And I have to say again, well done, everyone joining me. Hope you have a lovely day and you achieve your splits really soon. And as always, namaste.